might be something said about himself and Greg Sloggett swapping positions, because he seems a little more depth in those positions, seeking out a pass. And
Padman tries to flick one down to Stephen Bradley, who's being pulled back as he surged onto that loose ball, and there's going to be another yellow card in this game.
And Shane Griffin, is it?
Shane Griffin's already on a yellow card, so he's gone. And I just needed to be sure there was Shane Griffin. I wasn't sure, because it was such a foolish thing to do for a player already on a yellow. And he's got a red card here, Damien Duff. And it looks like the Shelbourne manager will have to follow Griffin down the tunnel. And the Dundalk supporters gleefully appreciate that decision from the referee. So a yellow card for the manager, followed by a red. Second half starting as the first did, with Dundalk holding on to the possession. Mark Connolly bringing it forward now. Here's Joe Adams. Dan Kelly, first time ball into the penalty area. Pat Hooban controls it, lays it off for Paul Doyle. Now McCarry will try and shape one into the back post, which he does, and it's headed towards goal by Pat Hooban, saved by Brendan Clark. That's Dundalk's best chance of the game. They'll try and keep up this pressure. Dara Leahy is judged by the referee to have barged into the back of Wilson, but that's Dundalk's best chance of the game. Shane Farrell, right-footed in towards Ledwich. Oh, and there was a chance for Ledwich. Just stuck out a left boot, but couldn't direct it on target. And Shelbourne still have it here into the penalty area, and he's gone down. The referee, hands by his side, makes no decision. And what is it? It's going to be, is it a corner kick or a free kick here?
Free
and that will be interesting to see again. First of all, the chance for Ledwich, and then the penalty claim from Shells. And
there was lack of communication between Boyle and Leahy, and Ledwich snuck in between them, and he should have done better.
What a chance for Cameron Ledwich, and then they coming together.
If it's set up for anybody, it's set up for someone with his attributes tonight.
Day and night, the difference between the first half and the second here, and you can hear it in the atmosphere on the ground, John, can't you? That'll be another yellow card here, and it's Shane Farrell who's down, Stephen Bradley involved, plenty of players getting involved, things getting heated here at Oriel Park. Both sets of players incensed at the moment.
Well, definitely Bradley was fouled about 6 times travelling across the pitch there, and he stayed in his feet, and eventually got hauled down. And I think Mark Coyle's sprinting in. He's saying that when Bradley was on the ground, he lashed out.
McLaughlin's pulling the yellow card away and going to his back pocket here. Paul McLaughlin's going for his back pocket, and there's a red card, and the red card is applauded by the Shells players and the Shells supporters, because Dundalk are now down to 10 men as well, and it's Stephen Bradley sent off for Dundalk.
Trying to get that little outnumber winger.
Keith Ward directs one towards Hooban. Can Dundalk get players into the middle? Hooban back for Leahy. Here's Doyle. Hooban is out of the middle, and there's Joe Adams, and Daniel Kelly! Daniel Kelly gets something on it, gets enough on it, and helps it past Brendan Clark. And Dundalk have shrugged off the blow of losing Stephen Bradley and have gone in front. It's Dundalk 1, Shelbourne 0. Hooban can't control. Here's Moylan to Boyd. Shelbourne. Maybe a chance for Boyd here, and he took it first time. Mark Connolly. And there are appeals, and he's got a penalty kick here. Dundalk apoplectic. The Shelbourne supporters with a very different perspective on things. John Ross Wilson, the player, fell. Bounces on his line. He has to make a decision. Which way will he go? Farrell finds the top left corner, and Shells have levelled. It's Dundalk 1, Shelbourne 1.
Really good penalty, and Farrell, once it's been given and that whole 4 hours over, he's had to do his business, and he stepped up and he's absolutely smashed it into the top corner. Gave the keeper no chance.
Tonight would be a good night to get his first. Here's Keith Ward now. Ward, really good delivery in.
Yeah,
it's in!
What a ball in!
What a magnificent header that is! Absolutely magnificent! Give Brendan Clark no chance!
What a sumptuous cross!
Clark. And it's all about that Keith Ward cross. No, it's not all about that Keith Ward cross. That header was magnificent as well. But in everything, the delivery of the ball, Dundalk have restored their lead here. Indeed, they let it go. It'll be a throw into Dundalk on the right-hand side, and that might be enough for the Lily Whites with 5 seconds of the time added on to play. Indeed, it is the last action of the game. Paul McLaughlin blows his whistle to bring an end to what's been a cliche game of two halves, no doubt about that. That first half was turgid, there's no other word for it. But the second half, it all happened in the second half. Such an exciting half of football. A credit to both sides in many ways.
Well, a game of two halves, but I thought we played quite well in the first half. It was a game of two halves because obviously circumstances in the second half in the first half obviously they had a player sent off, and then when Stevie Bradley was sent off, that sort of evened things up. But I thought we responded to that situation very well. In fact, we responded to adversity very well during the second half with the sending off and also the concession of the penalty. So we're delighted with the response of the players.